Realme is aiming to make heads turn with the 15 Pro 5G, and the triple 50-megapixel setup is proof of that. Combine it with a 144Hz OLED screen, Snapdragon 7 Gen 4, and IP68, IP69 protection, and you've got yourself a phone that looks well-rounded on paper. The question is, how does it hold up in real-world use? Hey guys, it's CJ here, and we're taking the Realme 15 Pro 5G a closer look. Let's dive into the video. Despite packing a 7000 mAh battery, the Realme 15 Pro 5G is only 7.69mm thick and weighs 187 grams, so it feels much lighter than expected. The frame feels sturdy and the curved edges make it easy to grip. Take a glance at the back and you'll notice the redesigned camera island. It's no longer the centered circular watch dial look we've seen before with the Realme 14 series. Instead, Realme went with a rectangular-like module on the upper left corner. Inside, two 50-megapixel lenses are stacked vertically, each housed with its own ring. It feels both balanced and fresh, while still keeping things clean at first glance. We'll get back to the cameras in a bit. The Realme 15 Pro 5G has both IP68 and IP69 ratings, meaning it can survive immersion and even high-pressure water sprays, which adds confidence in durability. For buttons and ports, you're looking at the usual setup. The volume rocker and power button are on the right side, the SIM card tray, one half of the stereo speakers, and USB-C port are at the bottom, while the top has the other speaker and an IR blaster. Up front is a 6.8-inch OLED display that runs at 144Hz, so everything from scrolling to animations looks smooth. Peak brightness goes all the way to 6500 nits, which makes it easy to see outdoors, even in direct sunlight. The display looks great for watching videos or playing games. Colors are vibrant, HDR content is supported, and the bezels are slim. The stereo speakers get decently loud, but they're not punchy to my liking. Highs and mids are clear enough, but there's little bass, and in a lot of cases, I found myself needing to push the volume to max. For casual use, they do the job just well though. But for richer sound, you'll still want to use headphones. Nonetheless, you're getting an amazing multimedia experience in this device. You get your usual biometrics here, having support for both face unlock and an in-display optical fingerprint sensor, which unlock the device swiftly. Like I said earlier, the Realme 15 Pro 5G comes equipped with the triple 50-megapixel setup. The 50-megapixel main camera with OIS produces shots that are sharp and detailed, especially in good lighting. Highlights are well controlled, avoiding blown-out skies or harsh bright spots, while shadows retain useful detail. Colors lean more natural rather than punchy, which makes the images look closer to what you see in person. For everyday photography, this gives the photos a clean, balanced look rather than one that feels overly boosted by software. The 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens is a decent addition too, giving you more flexibility when capturing landscapes or architecture. Colors between the ultra-wide and main lenses are fairly consistent, so switching between them doesn't result in jarring shifts. There's some softness towards the edges, which is common for ultra-wide shooters at this level, but it keeps distortion under control well enough that wide-angle shots look natural. On the front is a 50-megapixel selfie camera with autofocus. It performs well, offering sharp images with good skin tone accuracy. The autofocus in particular makes a difference, as it ensures clarity whether you're holding the phone at an arm's length or adjusting slightly for group selfies. For casual shots or indoor photography, the 15 Pro keeps enough sharpness and color balance to be useful. Inside, the Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 paired with the Adreno 722 GPU powers the device. Our unit comes with 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. There's up to 14GB of RAM extension, giving you a total of 26GB of RAM. In benchmarks, the phone scored around 1 million in Antutu. You can see our other benchmarks here. Meanwhile, in day-to-day use, performance is smooth. App switching is quick, browsing is responsive, and multitasking feels solid thanks to its RAM options of up to 12GB. For gaming, the phone handles most titles well, though the experience depends on the game. Pokemon Unite and Uma Musume, being lighter titles, run flawlessly at high settings with consistent frame pacing. The bright OLED screen really helps the colorful art style pop, making it enjoyable even during long play sessions. Persona 5 The Phantom X strikes a nice middle ground. The gameplay is smooth and animations stay fluid even during fast-paced battles. Visuals look great on the OLED panel, and paired with the 144Hz refresh rate, it feels more responsive than you'd expect from a mid-range phone. Wuthering Waves is a much heavier game, and here's where the limits of the Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 start to show. On medium to kinda high settings, it remains playable, but after extended sessions, there are moments where frame rates dip, especially in areas with a lot of effects or dense environments. The phone's cooling system helps keep temperatures in check, so it doesn't become too hot to hold, but performance stability isn't quite at flagship levels just yet. Overall, gaming performance is dependable across casual to moderately demanding titles. But if you're planning to push the latest heavy AAA-style mobile games at max settings, you'll need to adjust expectations slightly. The Realme 15 Pro 5G can handle them, but not at the absolute smoothest frame rates. The phone runs on Realme UI 6 based on Android 15. It feels smooth and responsive, with animations making full use of the 144Hz panel. Customization options are broad, covering themes and icons, which is a fun detail. Out of the box though, there are some pre-installed bloatware. A few apps are bundled into folders, so they don't crowd the home screen, and most can be uninstalled if you don't need them. Overall, the UI feels polished and modern. You also have AI tools like AI Erase and AI Genie to spice up your photography game. The 7000 mAh battery is one of the biggest selling points of this device. Paired with the efficient Snapdragon 7 Gen 4, it lasted me a day and a half of normal use. On PC Mark's battery benchmark test, it clocked in at around 16 hours and 34 minutes. When it's time to recharge, the 80-watt SuperVOOC charger brings it back to full in under an hour. Bypass charging is also supported, which is handy for gaming sessions since it keeps heat low and helps preserve the battery. Connectivity is complete too, with 5G, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.4, GPS and NFC all included. You also get the nifty IR blaster. As of making this video, we don't have the price of the Realme 15 Pro 5G. Still, the device has a great display that's great for watching videos, cameras that cover most situations well, a processor that keeps up with daily demands, and a battery that outlasts many competitions. It's not perfect per se, and things like audio quality and software clutter could be improved, but the balance it offers makes it a very easy phone to recommend for most people who are looking in the mid-range market, which is where we assume the phone would be in. But hey, what do you think of the Realme 15 Pro 5G? Would you grab this phone? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, do drop a like and subscribe to watch more. Don't forget to follow us on social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And check out yourtech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been CJ, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye! See you later!